Okay, let's start.
It's time to go.
Let's talk about the 21st century CEO. Okay, still the first question. What is the topic of the article?
I think this topic is in its introduction. It's very clear at the end of the investigation provides guidelines and positive by a rapidly changing intention network, interconnected world. This sentence.
Yeah, I think this topic with this difference with the last article is how to be a CEO in 21st century.
Yes.
So there is
Yes.
something
Yes.
they need to improve. Like,
Yes.
And I have the other ideas. It's about global this term because I think in this article they use global a lot. They think
Focus on
be a CEO is not only
Own
domestic,
country,
domestic CEO. You
Yeah.
need to have a global vision. You need to
Yes.
see whole
Whole
world
Yes.
in this new generation.
so,
Yeah, I agree with the YU-WEI. I think this article is more focused about the one thing's time, like 21st century, a new generation, and one thing is the global things, like global culture, global background, education background,
Agree with you
global perspective, and global business market, something like that.
Yeah, I agree with you because I think they have introduced about the generation in the article, so I
Yes.
think it's a very big part. So definitely you are right.
Yes, and the second thing is like one is time, two is like global. The second one, the third one, I think is like they change. They focus on the change because maybe in the past something is different with now. Some like level or some like order for the CEO is different. So I think.
Oh, but I have a little different perspective than you. I think in this article they define what is the very, very basic element to be a good CEO. And after that, they also provide the other. If you want to be a new generation CEO, you also need to have the other traits.
Oh yeah.
So I think there's a different label thing. And maybe there are different subtitle and different concept.
Yeah, I agree. Have some basic like tips or something
Like elements to be a
Yes.
CEO.
Yeah.
But the change, no, I don't think there is too much like the basic. You need to change your personal your stuff,
Personality.
your belief, your skills. But it's just talk about the most basic skill, and maybe you have some additional option about this.
I think this is talk more like the global, like international companies. Because it talk a lot of global.
It's about the rapidly changing world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Word is changing.
Okay, so let's move on. What is the field it is right for?
I think maybe we can put the international here, considering about the global world, and also it's a business, management, international management.
The
Just
leadership.
put this leadership. Yeah, of course leadership.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. So, what is the purpose of the article?
For me, I think it's a research paper, because the structure about this whole article is very clear with the introduction, and like the many different parts,
Yes.
and they have the method way to how to solve this, how they're analyzed and have some conclusion. So I think it's a research. So the purpose here maybe in their conclusion, I think it's like to the next generation should have more love what he's like work kind of this. Just you have to bring some of your part of your life into your work. But I'm not very sure about this one.
Oh, yeah. But before I answer this question, I'm just curious. You mean the purpose of this article? It means the arguments they want to convey any information, or what is the genre? I just ask the
I think they have like their research and the research result, and they have some like suggestion.
But when I listen the purpose, I just think, the purpose of this article is
convey something.
convey
Yes,
some
yes,
ideas.
yes, yes.
Yeah, so if from this perspective, I think the purpose of the article is to provide some new challenge to be a new generation
Yes.
CEO.
Yeah, it's like the difference
Yes.
between 21st century and after 21st
Yeah,
century.
it's
Oh.
original.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So we need to talk about the setting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
To me, I think this because at the beginning, I said something change, and because the setting, I think it's depend on the different generation and different time, and nowadays depend on the like technology develop and the like market some like big company like this market to go the other country or have the other industry in the other country, so they need to like it's like a time change, the time change, so they need to have some new things, new basic things, and the new skill and the new knowledge about this new generation. Like as in the past, maybe we cannot we just talk in person. We do not like a virtual time to on the Zoom or on the team to talk with your employee. But nowadays you can talk in the virtual way. So you need to enhance your skill, communication skill. Communication is basic skill, but in the new generation, you need to have a new enhance your skill or improve your skill in this time. So I think the setting is more have some connect or relevance about the time. Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right because it just as the topic say it's a changing world.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yes.
CEO also need to improve himself.
Yes.
Yes, and be similar to this world and be similar to this technology now.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
important.
You need to know about the new technology. Yes.
Yeah.
Catch
The
up with
21st century is a transition.
Yes.
Yeah,
You need to change from a different
Yes.
environment,
Learn about
new skill.
more new skill.
skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, adapt to the new environment.
So
Yeah.
time is a really important element in this
Yes.
article.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the genre of this article?
Oh,
I think it's a clear.
Your part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your part.
I think that is a research.
Mhm.
It's a
Okay.
very standard academic
Yeah.
article because you can see the structure like
Yeah.
abstract and introduction parts and have references page and
Very traditional.
yes, and
Yes.
you also can see, and this is the methodology is a
Yes.
qualitative and analysis
Yes.
result. They use a lot of interviews to analyze a different CEOs like perspective and
Yes.
their how do they see this change
Yeah.
in their like a practical
Yeah.
working
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
How to adapt
Work
the
life.
new generation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's-
So I think this is clear. So, what are the key concepts? Key concepts. I think there are many new concepts.
We talk a lot, but
Like the recognized talent and the global strategy and execution,
inspiring.
yes, vision and something.
I think talent magnet is very interesting.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just like you have ability
Yeah.
to influence, just like that word, emotional.
Emotional.
Yeah,
Yes.
to influence your employee, and you can like they will like a magnet to close with you.
And
Just like the organization, your culture.
Yeah,
Your
yes,
company
yes,
culture.
yes.
You need a company culture.
Yeah.
yes,
And you need to lead this culture.
Yeah.
yeah, and the 21st century communication skills contains about how to use social media
Yes.
like Twitter to communicate.
Yes.
So I think they are new.
But I have a little different perspective about that because they say, oh, if you are be a 21st century CEO, that is a necessary ability.
But
This really? I just confused. You
like-
shouldn't really understand the social media. I think the purpose is you need to understand, you need to grab a very new information very quickly. But the
but
social
then
media
you
is
have to
necessary.
use that to
Yeah, that is my question. Yeah, maybe
But-
social media can help you to learn and earn a new
Yes.
information very quickly.
I can understand your question because it's depend on the generation change. Like
Yes.
the old generation and the generation Z and the millennial generation.
yeah.
Because
Gen Z or Gen Y.
yeah, GZ is all more. We cannot see we are GZ. We are the millennial the generation. So the GZ is
Gen Z?
yes very prefer use social media. So if like some luxury brand nowadays they try to their information from the web to the social media platform. You can see 5 years ago they prefer use the website to publish some new products, new information or something like that. But nowadays their customer is the Gen Z, so they need to depend on the different generation to use a different platform to catch their customer. It will be easy because the market is depend on the customer.
Yeah.
But the about the vision about to connect to the new customer, I think generally maybe the new customer.
Yes.
The point is you have your strategy and it's fit for the maybe your product selling.
Different customer.
Yeah, so it's like you don't need to know that. You just need to know the principle about these tools, and maybe you don't need to know how to use it.
Maybe
it's
you
also
don't have
okay.
to use the new social media, but you should know how to deal with it. If something negative happens, you need to deal with it.
Just
For
like,
example,
like a hard skill. You have an ability, hard skill.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
necessary.
Yeah. You know the technology stuff. Okay. Maybe that is more makes sense to me.
Okay. So next questions. Yeah. So let's talk about our word. Yeah.
Okay.
So
First
one.
word in my
Table.
table stake is it's easy. It's easy to know this word.
I cannot see the word.
You cannot see the word.
The video.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay, okay,
Just
keep going.
Yeah, I think.
But in this paper,
Yes.
it's talk about the money. It's talk about the money of investors and the people or the employee of this company.
Yes.
This is all his table staircase of CEO. And this is not only the money; it's only about everything about the company. Also his table staircase.
Like some virtual value or some emotional
Yeah, it's also
And
There
second
are a lot
one,
of things.
second one is undergraded.
Yes.
It means to enhance because in there it will be undergraded with the ability. It means you enhance and reinforce your new ability.
Okay.
And the third one is about the deep sleep patient. That one I think I'm not very confident to say this because I hesitated this one. And I think it's more like to say how just you go how deep into the into something and you like make it very stronger, like very
Strong influence.
Yes.
Long term.
Yeah.
for
long
very
term.
long term.
Yeah.
It's kind of this.
Profound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
The next one is the trapping of the office, and the trapping means you will be distracted by the things in the office. So yeah, it's like distract. The trapping is like the distract.
So it's a negative connotation.
Yeah.
Always negative?
Depends. I think
Or
it depends.
depend on different environment? Because I do not think it's always negative.
No, we don't.
We-
But in
But
this
in this
article,
context,
it's kind of
in this
Oh, yeah.
context,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they need
Yeah.
to deal with a lot of
yeah,
things.
means you were distracted by the decoration of your
Decoration,
Oh,
office,
yes.
something like that.
Okay, I got it. So the last one is nebulous. I want to give you guys the other words to guess this word, like ambiguous
Vague,
Oh.
or the vague.
Yeah, vague.
So it's almost like, because in the context we can say after the nebulous we can say abstract. It's like something you cannot like really to touch it or they feel it. It's just like you cannot clearly not understand that. You cannot clearly to see how they like whole things, the looks, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
like ambiguous.
Yes, ambiguous or bigger. Yeah.
Vague.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about how did they collect the data about this article.
Oh, that's my question.
Okay.
I have a question about this.
Uh-huh.
I think you can see the methodology.
Methodology.
Yeah, you can see the first 20 CO.
Yeah.
I think it's a too small sample
Sample.
here.
Yes.
It's only 20 CEOs in his experiment. I think it's not enough. So I was
Is
confused
it
about
one?
this.
Yeah.
20
20
CEO.
CEO? Oh,
I think it's
but-
too
To me, I have different perspective than you because this is a quantitative, it's not qualitative. So the qualitative is most important things than quantitative. Just like the
Yeah.
number is not the main point. So I think the main point is what are they interview and what they use their quote
Yes.
in the result. I think, but I think it's a. I like this research because I think they use quote is very high quality.
Yeah.
I have a lot of connection with their quote,
Yes.
although they just have 20 CEO. But you can see these 20 CEO, they filter a lot. They like use a funnel.
Yes.
They choose these 20 CEO have a lot of procedures. Like first one, they choose the Fortune magazine. That is a very authority magazine to examine these people is a very have a high repetition CEO.
Yes.
After that, they narrow down to part of people, and in the end, they choose 20 people. I
Yeah,
think.
I agree with you,
Yeah.
but it's about one field. You
Mhm.
can see in different field, different CEO need to have different qualities.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
But I think the CEOs that mentioned in this article is all about big company, like
Yeah.
international
Mm,
company.
yes,
So
yes.
I think this is the reason
Famous,
why
yeah.
they are
And so
few.
many.
Yeah,
Yes.
not so
Yeah.
many
Oh.
because they all
Excellent.
high position,
Like
giant companies.
Maybe in the future,
Yeah.
he can
Yeah.
research more
Those CEO,
people.
you
I
mean
think-
those CEO is like
Very
in-
giant
Yeah.
very giant
Yeah.
and very professional in that area.
area.
Uh,
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like and you mean like you think the group is not enough or is too small, right?
Yeah, because I think just maybe
Yeah,
just
20 is
just a few companies is a big company, big
Mhm.
company, but
Yes.
they can have several CEOs
Oh, yeah.
in his history, so it can be more bigger
Yes,
sample
of
for
course.
this.
I think 20 is just because they are like a representative kind of this. Just like
Yeah.
they choose from very serious like their frequency to choose these 20 or that's
Yes.
why they
Yeah.
This is a
Point
suggestion
out.
for this
Yeah.
Yeah.
paper. Yeah, he have some maybe some shortcomings. Yeah.
Maybe I think maybe the author already interviewed the the more than 20, but
Yeah.
some people will be repetitive.
Yeah, but some
Things.
people it's not
Yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah.
It's appropriate.
I
Yeah.
agree
Yeah.
with the UWEI, like
Yeah.
because this is the qualitative data, so it's focused on the interview, what they see, not like how to account the data,
Mhm.
right?
Exactly.
So
Just like-
yeah,
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about one more question.
Okay.
What critical questions does the paper raise for you?
I think I have a one sentence. I have very very high connection. I want to share in
Okay.
the page 147
okay.
in the last paragraph. A CEO, I think is a Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
She said the most dependent person in the company is me, but she's a CEO or he is a CEO. I no longer can rely simple on my own talent and skills. I think that is not overconfident. To me, that is very, very humble because he know he need to do a lot of decision, and he know he's in the bottom. He is not in the top. He is in the bottom of the employers because he need to make a final decision. And I think that is very thoughtful to me because when you in a very high position, you need to think, change your mind and think different. If you have a lot of employers, how can you think to them and have a lot more sympathies to stand in their position? I think that is, and this sentence I think to me is a really good to represent. He have enough knowledge and philosophy to deal with his problem. To me, yes.
Oh, and I think it's comparing we read the two article. I think just like what you said, for now, for 21st century, maybe our leader, the CEO, the leader, it's like they present more humble. It's not like, oh, I'm so overconfident. Maybe not over, just like to show you are like. But you can also see he's confident, but he makes you feel like you have some connection with them. So their skills maybe more makes people feel comfortable and makes people can just like, oh yeah, maybe you have the right trait for us.
Just like
some kind of this.
I forget have maybe a philosopher he said if you know more knowledge, you will understand you are know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know a lot of things, so they need to know how to change their position.
The more you know.
Okay. So
We have any?
I just want to ask not a critical thinking, I think, but I
Just ask.
just like do you think that some people like when he born in the world he will be a CEO?
You mean the nature
Yeah,
ability?
nature.
They have a
or
talent.
the
Yeah.
CEO can be
yeah,
qualitative or create.
I think someone born a leader like the alpha.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I think they born a leader, but I think these qualities can be cultivated with their growing up.
I mean, because when I see this already saw this article and that article, the last article, I think they like for or in this, I think some skill is more basic. And like some people, when he born in the world, he already have this kind of basic skill. So, do you think if you just have those four basic skills, you will be a CEO?
To me, that is very interesting because this article have a very important element is time.
Yes.
If you have that basic skill,
Yes.
but you are not learning new skill,
Yes.
you will also be abandoned by the time.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is learning is also the other very
I
important
think
skill.
education is the most important thing.
Yes.
Which situation you learn, you grow up from, and if you get a better education, and you will be a better people, a better person. It's very important.
To learn new things.
Yeah.
But I admit that just some people just naturally have the ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of
I
course.
think
maybe
so.
they are
And
nature.
they are in the right time.
Yeah, and then
yeah,
your right hand
yeah.
and then
Environment
just
Yeah,
doing
right
it.
hand,
Yeah.
right hand.
I think maybe the great man, great
Yes,
person
and-
in the world.
And also have
Yeah.
other question because from those articles they like interviewer or some like a CEO, maybe someone do not have a high education. So you think you must have a higher education, you will
Yeah,
be a
no,
CEO.
I think it's about the ability of learning, not about your education background.
Yes,
Yeah, you
yes.
need to have the ability to learn new things.
Because sometimes for me, I think society is the best college or university. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, just your experience.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
you learn from
More
your
words.
Yeah.
It will be
Like-
more real, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
People will be real, treat.
But I still think knowledge is the best.
But interesting.
If you don't know that knowledge, you will like just like consider about my experience. You will not be like humble. Maybe just my own opinions.
Yes, but in China we can see very many example someone do not have very well education like
But
just have.
The tricky one is like the time.
Yeah.
Yes,
time.
yes.
I think the most important is the time, not about the education.
I
But
think
for
now-
now,
For
education
now,
is kind of
very
important.
Yeah.
Kind of important, but also the experience is very.
You mean the education background or the university skill,
learning skill.
learning skill?
Yeah.
But also, this is kind of like you have another, like you can do something well. It's like you can prove.
Okay.
That you don't have to like to finish that things to prove, but you can just show us your data. Kind of
Okay.
this because it's like the 21st century.
Yes.
Data goes very fast. You
Yes.
cannot have time to
But
waste.
now I
Yeah.
think about the experience, I think CEO is become younger and younger.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
CEO is
probably. Yeah.
Because of ideal. I
So
think.
you mean because I think it's depend because of the customer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You need to know the customer.
Yeah. If you
What we
some
want.
people like 15 or 60.
Yeah. He chilled.
If you fashion enough, you can be a very successful CEO or very manager, but it's hard to like change your man. Yeah.
But to me, that is because the definition of a CEO is become more flexible.
Yes.
Oh
But
yeah.
A lot of people just think, oh, I'm CEO, but
Yeah,
actually,
yes.
no, they just have maybe two
Yes,
employees, but their
Yes.
title is CEO, so it's
Yes.
just maybe
Yeah,
different.
the title.
Yes.
I agree
Yes.
with you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
it.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.